I'm Joe, I'm Spirit Realm Researcher founder. This is my brother Jake.
I'm Spirit Realm Researchers, one of the founders also. There is...
Hi, I'm John Constable of Spirit Realm Researchers. I'm a paranormal investigator, and this to your right is...
I'm Mike Taylor. I'm the medium of the group of Spirit Realm Research. And
basically, now I'm going to take you around the building. My brother is going to take you around the parts of the building no one else knows about.
This here is one of the old sectors that we've come along on several occasions. We've got quite a few things happen here. And tonight we actually want to try and pick up something, hopefully, and take on first experience with us as well. Now we're going to go to what is known as the Hero Room first of all. We hope that Mike can pick up on anything here. Seems to be watered this door for quite a while. Let's go around the other side.
Basically, a lot of these buildings have been standing here for quite a while. So, some of the doors are watered. And people haven't been in here in years. A long time. But if we take you round to the theatre now.
Okay.
the theatre is where we've had most of the paranormal activity in the entire building. Ring off the charts, things getting thrown, chairs getting moved. So I'll take you for a little tour.
We have many people coming to this building with us. The most we've had in here so far is 15 people, of which have experienced something in here. Some of them are sceptics also. It's such a strange atmosphere in here. The air is just so thick, you know, it's just a horrible feeling. It's thought to be that the woman, when this place was open, the projectionist hung herself here. And at times when we've sat here on the stage and spoken out, many people have, well, let's just say, had an experience of coming up close.
So have you ever had an experience?
I've sat there on the stage before and I feel like this icy cold feeling come through me. I expect it was just me, but everyone else had the same thing. I have had something, what I believe to be sort of like, what I thought was, what looked like a person standing just over there on the corner, but I couldn't tell you what it was, to be honest with you. It looked like someone in sort of a light coloured dress, but in this sort of place, trickery of the light as it being dark and all the rest of it. We don't know. EMF's gone off quite a lot on here. We've got a few EVPs. Well, let's pass this on.
What about you?
Yeah, I've had quite a lot of experiences in here, yeah.
I heard that you got tapped on the head a few times.
I've been tapped, poked, breathed at, a lot of things in here.
And that's understandable for you, Mike, because you're a medium, so you must have had things in here.
Yeah, I've picked up on quite a few people in here. One being an old woman, another being a man.
Yeah.
I once sensed a little girl here at one point, but she didn't really want to communicate with me all that much.
Yeah.
I was scared, to be honest.
So in your views, in all three of your views, what do you reckon your views are on a couple of amateur ghost hunters coming in here? Obviously we're not amateurs, but
Well,
would you advise
here,
against it?
I'm not against it, but I mean, as long as they show respect for the place and any other place that's abandoned and left alone, not trash the place, obviously. But of course, everyone's got to start somewhere. We started as amateurs, obviously, and worked our way up through it. But this place in itself, I do recommend you coming, but obviously I'll let people know.
Even with the activity that's known?
Sorry?
Even with the activity that's known?
Yeah, so there are some people, obviously, I don't recommend people that are heavily pregnant, people that are quite easily squeezed, you know, because there's been stuff in there that can't be accounted for as such, you know, like bangs on here while next to it, the cold spots of extremely cold feelings. But some people believe they've been touched head, shoulders. I've had a couple of accounts where people said they've been pushed.
So would you reckon that this is the most scariest part of the building?
This is one of the rooms that we want.
And it's not just the touching and everything. We've been sitting there before, light off, and a chair's been launched across the stage. And we sat up an experiment one night. We had a workbench with bottles all on four or five in a row. One from one end to the other. Turn the lights off. We turned it back on. And it's stacked.
No, I was telling him.
Very strange, wasn't it?
Yeah. And your experience with this?
My experience is basically everyone else's experiences. I've never had a real experience of the cold breathes, the breaths. Well, they're pretty horrible anyway, aren't they, John? But other than that, I have not had an experience as such. The chairs, mainly things rocking about that, but it's an old building. But I'm not sceptic at all. But
There's definitely something in here, definitely 100%. For whatever reason, we don't know, Wednesdays and Thursday nights seem to be the most active nights. You know, you can't, for example, it's Saturday now. It seems pretty quiet, doesn't it?
yeah,
If you come down on a Thursday night, for whatever reason, that's the night that a lot of stuff will happen.
EMF has seen
But
those
what
go
we'll
off.
do is we'll do a couple of call-outs, record them, basically record any paranormal activity that happens.
But basically, we're going to go on a short break now, but we'll be back.
Stay tuned.
Basically, oh yeah, go on, Jake.
Right, we've had a few experiences so far. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to catch this on camera. But we can tell you what we have had is a few sounds in here, some quiet knocking noises or footstep type banging just up the back there. I couldn't tell you what it is.
And literally before the record button was pressed, we heard something being dropped in the corner.
And furthermore, the camera lens cover was actually moving. It's not windy and there's no breeze in it or anything like that. It's cold in here.
There's no one over there.
But the lens cover was moving and there's a cable just there that was moving. Haven't had that before. And on every single thing that's happened in here, the EMF has spiked up to red just moments after.
Mainly, Mike got touched on the leg, Jake got touched on the back. A very faint touch, it's like, literally like he was putting so much effort into it. But it's like only the tip of their finger was touching your back. Whenever that happened, the EMF meter went off like crazy, you know? So it's quite compelling.
Basically now we're going to do a short call out because obviously for some reason in here they don't like the lights on. As you can see us now quite bright, but behind this camera we can't see absolutely nothing. With the bright light it's even more blinding, so we can't actually see, it's pitch black. So, but we're going to do a short call out now and hopefully we'll get something like we did before with the torch on. So I'll start now. If there's anything here now, this is John, this is Jake, this is Mike, I'm Joe. If you could speak to us by throwing things, breathing in our face, or letting the EMF meter go off on the table, there's the green light. We're really grateful for that. And Mike here's a medium, so if he will be able to help you if you really need the help to leave this place. And I did it before as well with the EMF meter, but now I'm going to count to 10. And then on the 10, I'd like to see if you could make that green light turn to red. I'm going to count now, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. goes to that little box on the table there. Why is it that you do things when the light's off?
Then in game, the lights were on when the camera cover was moving.
But we weren't paying attention.
That's it.
And it knows that. It knows we was not paying
That's right.
attention.
They know. That's what I'm saying to you.
Do you want us to leave this place? If yes, please make a noise for us. If you'd like to stay here with you and communicate with you more, then please let us know by making a bang, making noise, tapping something, anything. Something like that, I do fine.
Yeah, I heard that was up there.
Thank you for communicating with us.
Behind us.
So you do want us to stay here with you? I'm quite honoured, to be honest.
And basically, for the viewers out there now, my brother Jake and John were reading on this place, and they got a few bits. What was it again, Jake, that you got?
I found a little read up earlier. There's a quick.
It was very in depth of what's actually been happening in this building, of all the casualties. There's a lot of underlying casualties in here that people outside don't really know about. A man once got so crazed in the upstairs part of this building and run past the secretary woman in a frantic state and threw himself straight out the window, and just outside behind us now, impaled himself onto the spikes, and the fire brigade had to cut him off the spikes. Until this day now, the spikes there now are still missing from where they had to cut them off.
We will show you a footage of that scene outside later on. There's also a projection that she hung herself in this building. To what reasons we don't know. I've got a little read up here. Nothing too much. It just says the theatre here holds a catalogue of unexplained mysteries of tragic events, and since the birth of this place, which has been, I'd say, what year?
1886, something right?
Yeah, roughly about that. And up to date, there's been some events going on. We don't quite know what to make of it. No one does.
A lot's happened in this building. You know, a fire burnt the place down. It's changed management about 2 or 3 times.
He actually killed a tramp here at the time. Somebody was actually...
Yeah, tramps apparently died here. Got burnt.
And homeless people are known to be living around these parts even now, and we've asked them if they've heard any noises or anything like that, but they haven't. But they haven't actually been into the grounds.
But and also, like, when we come out of here, a lot of people did turn around and say to us, you know, is there any homeless people living in here now that could be making the noise? But the truth is, there's no one in here. The only people that are in here now is us.
To be honest,
When we come in here, we search the place top to bottom to see if there's anybody still here, anything that could cause a noise, or anyone that could do anything deliberately to try and spook us or scare us or anything like that. But there's never anybody here.
and believe it or not, it's very difficult to get into this building.
We've been given private access into this building by the owner, but even when we come in here, we do check windows, we check doors, we get every part of this place is checked. There is no way there is anyone in. The only thing that's in here is pigeons, unfortunately.
It's literally just a question of, like, what will these walls be willing to give up on the night?
That's right.
That's it, yeah.
There are many leaks in this building though, so some droplets that hit the floor, obviously they do make a noise. So we do like to say debunk things before we jump to conclusions that there is some sort of paranormal activity going on here. But most of the things that happen here are unexplainable. No person can make them noises. Like for instance, footsteps. We're all sitting here and there could be there's sometimes footsteps walking across the stage with us. And obviously we're all back and no one could actually possibly get over there without making a noise.
In the pitch black darkness,
Exactly.
it's dangerous.
There's a drop on the stage that you could break your leg. So
Every time we hear a sound that's quite close on this stage, and it gets a bit chilling, if you like. We do whack on the lights. There is nothing on this stage. No one around here.
There's enough debris on this stage that the spirits can make any sort of communication with us, and they do. There's enough debris on this stage that the spirits can make any sort of communication with us, and they do. We have had some bits of communication with from spirits tonight. We unfortunately couldn't record that as the camera had a little bit of fault on it, but we have been having some activity tonight, and footsteps up the top of this room, taps everywhere really. We've all been touched by a spirit entity. So this place is haunted.
And basically what I'll do now, because we're not getting much activity here, but Jake's going to come with me while John and Mike stay here. And just in this part of the theatre part, Jake's going to come with me. He's going to give you a little tour of around this part of the building, what's happened in this part, while Mike and John try to get some activity going for us for when I come back.
Yeah. Well, let's go for it. Let's go for it.
Well, I've got a literally be shooting
what's
off in a
going on?
minute, guys.
Mike's going. Let's go.
You don't mind doing it. Where are we going?
Mirror room.
Take the left.
Left.
Yeah, John.
Please follow this.
Basically, this is part of the area where it was mainly the electrical part of it. But here is the mirror room. This never used to look like this. But mainly people that have come here, the people used to live here and rip things like this. As you can see, the person that vandalised the place had that name.
James.
James.
James, you've got some explaining to do.
Mr. James ruined this place.
The meal room. I've never quite liked the idea of being in this room. He always gave me a bit of a creeps in here.
Why is that, Jake?
Don't know. Maybe it's just got that strange vibe about it. It's something I can't put my finger on what it is. But I don't know. Everyone should own their ideas in this room. Do you have any feelings in this room about anything?
No, nothing at all. I don't have nothing in this room.
Mike, do you feel anything at all?
I do feel that obviously the reflections in the mirror has caused that sort of sense of like...
Atmosphere.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
And the
I do
place-
feel there is someone in here with us, only very faintly.
Well, shall we move on?
Basically, this takes us through the corridor, the backstage of where people got ready for the movie theatre, like getting your preps ready. All the way down here.
Through the help from you.
Basically, that hole goes down to the cinema. Basically, up here,
There's a theory about this round here. There's actually supposed to be a stairwell that goes straight to a wall and believed to be sealed up with hidden treasures, as they say. We hopefully will find this wall.
would be quite nice to find some treasures, people.
Old dressing rooms before they got trashed.
Like, go in there and see what it's like. Be careful, because of the trap. How dangerous is that, Joe? Well, if
EMF's
you
going off, as
if
you
you was
say.
coming in here.
And that is the attic area up there.
Is that how you get up on the roof, Joe?
Yeah.
personally, I'm not one for heights, so I've not actually been up there yet myself. But
I have been up there and it's not very nice at all.
I've never actually been up there myself.
It's very hard to get up to. It's just not the only part, you have to get to the other part. But we'll carry on with the tour, people. Jake's put on a bit of weight, so I'm not very happy with this one in here.
me can't wait now. Christmas. It's very cold in this building. Obviously, that's why I've got the coat on. Padded out, thank you.
See him, he had a very good Christmas this year.
Had plenty of bad.
That's what you need, Joe. To get out the attic. Them ladders.
That's what you call a grand pair stairs.
Oh.
Yes, that's it.
Well, I'll move around. We're going to take you to the cinema area. Do you want to go into 12 or do you want to take the wrong way? Yeah. Okay.
The joys of being the cameraman, you get to go behind and he's...
What do you mean?
You can always take that.
If you heard screaming then, it was just the neighbours.
Welcome to the cinema stage. We can see up there some of the old architecture in this place.
It's very big in here, so we can't actually see too much. I'm afraid my battery's gone died on the torch. And you do have to be very careful because that bit there is it's a trap door. Could be rotten. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty dark. I can only see with Jake's torch.
Is it the rope banging in through?
What we're going to do is keep moving through quite swift. We'll go for this way.
We go to the main entrance now. Just
What
to
I'm
show
going to want to show you as well is the original entrance to this building, which is actually underground now.
Which we've been chasing out of it before by whatever. It was a public ice and it Jack, do you remember?
Oh yeah.
And you was there as well, Joe.
Oh yeah.
So Chuck stones us.
So I'm going downstairs now, but I will keep talking to you because it's quite dark. I'm still here, nevertheless.
Do you want me to take over the camera?
That's right at the moment.
Get you on.
We're going to go down, we're going to go through to the main entrance of the building. This is where mainly people would get their popcorn and sweets and everything. From this area, as you can see, it's been ruined by use. And the security guard has locked that pretty tight. And this one here, so this is going to be the bit of persuasion. And basically we use Mike for this.
A bit of
Persuade-
a budge.
a bit of a budge.
I'm just going to have a quick scan now. We have actually had feedback.
And it was sort of just a little nudge that needed that to be unscrewed. But basically,
Right. There is down here. You'll see on our website there was a picture of an entity or a form which was taken right here on this very staircase. You will recognise
on this part here, halfway down, it was me and my partner was coming through here, and all she had was just a BlackBerry phone to film on, but the torch wouldn't work unless you took pictures, and then she had to take pictures every 30 seconds to see something get out of the building. Basically, come to this spot here, taking pictures coming down, and we only realised when we got back home that there was actually a picture of like a white film. So it's really good to see. And that's the only picture we've ever had in this building of an entity of a ghost. And this is basically, it's pretty mouldy down here now and it don't smell very pleasant. But this was the bar area. It used to be called the ABC, as we know it now. It's where the busmen used to come and have their drinks and it.
And it was called the Maroon Bar.
The Maroon Bar, yeah, as well. So yeah, this is it. But we haven't had much of an activity down here, never. So, that is still to be unknown. Still could get activity down here.
But we have had activity downstairs in the basement, haven't we?
Yeah, just
In the underground tunnels, which we will be taking you to shortly. So.
Okay.
But our friend Mike has got a shorty leave us, which we're very upset for, but he's got to go home to his missus.
Yeah.
So,
Mother.
It is unfortunate that there's so much vandalism in such a place like this. It gets such downfall.
we're going to go down to the actual cellar, and that cellar part of the building is where we've got a lot of activity. It's where they used to store a lot of the old things. So come with us now, and we'll show you. We'll take you down to there. It is pretty dark down here, but you should be able to see because of Jake's got a good mag torch, so we're pretty alright. It's alright for you. You don't have to have all the cobwebs in your face. You can sit indoors and watch this. Right. Such as things like this we get in here. It just shows you how old of the building would be. We'll have one of them.
Anything that we
It's
would
about 30
a
years
tape
old.
cassette player.
It's very old.
Pretty old.
Some may know one of these in other circumstances.
Basically, we've all sat down here as a group, and a few of us as well. I say 15 of us sat down here, turned all the torches off, and there was bangs, all sorts of things that happened down here. We've never seen anything, but bangs, a lot of things happened. As you can see, most of this stuff is just what they had, and just left it down here unused.
Computer monitors. All sorts of stuff.
And this used to be the old entrance back in the old times. As you can see, the old wallpaper. Used to be a handrail.
There should be a little sign here.
And these stairs used to go up to part of the building, but now they've blocked it up.
The original sign.
And the original signs and everything. Some of them have been ruined by brickwork, but it's still there.
So Joe, back in when the cinema was open,
Yeah.
what part of the cinema was this?
This part was just an entrance for downstairs.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Because it says on the wall here, if you look carefully,
Yeah,
pitch stalls. So basically, that's just like they sold the popcorn, etc.
Yeah, basically things
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
this is this was originally one of the old entrances.
It does actually seem a bit sort of far out from the actual theatre, doesn't it?
You got to think this building's over 200 years old.
Yeah.
We've got to remember also this building has actually been rebuilt 3 times on top of itself.
That's right. Yeah.
There's all sorts of writing going on. We ain't got time to read it all. But, and where this building's been renovated so many times, you get to pits like this and you have to climb through it all. This wouldn't have been here a long time
On the
ago.
original, like blueprint of the building.
Yeah.
Or this probably was the original blueprint of the building, and they basically just built over the top of it and left this bit derelict as it is. That's what I reckon.
And this part here, as you come through this part, which we'll show you later on as we go for a skirt round the building to show you them railings where the man dropped. This is the alleyway, and as you can see there, there's a metal grid. And
Okay, we're going to close here for now tonight, and we'll just thank you for watching.
Yeah, any comments would be appreciated, or if you want to contact us directly, Spirit Rail Research